Alright, so we have a very interesting episode today. And already I've forgotten what it was. But first of all, in advance, apologies for the noise. My uncle's here, who's a plumber, and he's remodifying the one of the ground room areas to be a walk-in shower, so apologies for that. But with that in mind, we have Rock Solid Friendship. This one I like a bit better than last week's episode. I mean, I've had a moment to think about it, and last week was decent. But Rock Solid Friendship, I think that's where Maud really shines. Of course, it is Maud, Pinky, and slightly focused on Starlight. But it's more or less a focus on Maud and Pinky and how their friendship kind of works out. And of course, Maud in this graduates from her degree in understanding rocks. I'm trying to think of what that would be in real life, but I suddenly forgot it now. But of course, Pinky decides to figure out how to set her up with a friendship. Turns out that Starlight Glimmer bumps into her, and Maud seems to be somewhat recognizing her. Because way back when, Starlight Glimmer was still in her, equal cutie mark phase, so what happened is she tried to talk to Maud to try to figure out a place that she could store the cutie marks in. Sorry. It comes at an interesting idea that they would decide, let's have Maud interact with equal cutie mark Starlight Glimmer for a little while, but obviously it's not like the equal cutie mark Starlight Glimmer would take Maud into her hands and, remove her boulder-like cutie mark. Find that very interesting. So, what happens is, well, at least what happens is that Starlight, tries to get along with Maud. And, of course, they wind up doing so. But at the cost of Pinkie Pie being in her way, and it gets real annoying real fast. And especially since Starlight has to move. Not Starlight, what am I thinking? Maud moves into the gorge that was used in May the Best Pet Win, as of course she's discovering some minerals and unfortunately comes across one of the demons inside that gorge. So they run off, they learn a lesson about how Pinky or at least has to lay back about how they make friends. Because Maud thinks of ways to discover friendship in sort of Starlight, and at least she's got to recognize her own sister and what she does. And so, of course, in that spare time, Maud does return to Ponyville and becomes friends with Starlight Glimmer. And, of course, that's where Pinky decides not to bug her again. And that's how the episode ends. I like the idea and the execution of it. It's really good, it's really decent, and it overall has a strong feeling for it. And of course, with it being paced and everything, I really like what they do here. It's quite interesting, I'd tell you that much. So, Honestly, I'd say this episode is, really, really good. I mean, it may change because this is just an initial opinion, much like all of my other videos, but this is just what my thoughts are personally. So, with that in mind, I'd say Rock Solid Friendship is good time. So, I guess I'll see you guys next week for an all-new episode, which, from the looks of the title, it seems to be... Damn Google. It's always so unrecognizable. I'll see you guys... what was the date? April 4th for next week's episode. Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't play a next week episode on there because they're kind of a bit slow. So yeah, see you guys next week for a Fluttershy episode, which, according to Google, is April 30th. They're slowpokes at trying to get accurate information, but this isn't the first time that this has happened. So, with that in mind, hope you enjoyed. See you next week. And, of course, sometime in the very near future, I will give you guys a review on Ghost in the Shell, since I saw that last night. Don't know when I'll do it, but it'll be up sometime. So, see you guys next time.